This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and this is Emily Frankel.
And we're going to talk about something for M's Talkery, my blog.
What? Let me guess.
I want to talk about, John.
Yes, well, we can
Why does your computer bug you? Why do you get so snarled up with computers? You can do wonderful things with complicated putting together of machines. And you can fix a car. You can lift the hood of a car and fix a car. You can look at something that breaks down in a tape recorder and figure out what's wrong with the part and fix the part and put it back together again. You can fix the sound equipment, but you go blah, 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 blah. You go
I do. Would you mind repeating that? I go what?
John Cullum goes blah, 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 on
Oh
a
my
computer.
God. I'm going to throw my computer away.
Yeah, try that. Blah, 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 blah. That's John Cullum, the computer expert. Okay, let us hear about it.
Okay. I'll tell you what the problem with the computer is. They keep changing the programs. If I had the old program that I originally started with, I would be sailing along with no complaints whatsoever.
Now, that is a true thing.
Yes, it is.
It drives me nuts the way they keep on updating programs, and you have to learn them all over again.
Right.
I guess it's done because they're selling more products.
Well, that's right. That's why they change anything. All they have to do is say, we've got some new, wonderful kind of stuff, and then they make everything else obsolete. And so you have to buy it.
Is that why you go?
That's why I go.
Yeah, but you kind of hit things.
Well, yes, I get when I get really upset, I start flailing. You move over this way just a little bit. Okay.
And you hit things.
I don't.
You don't hit me, but you hit the computer keys.
Well, I don't hit them. I just kind of strike out. Yes, I guess I do hit them. I get angry.
But you don't also enjoy being on a computer, whereas I do.
Well, once I get going and writing like if I'm writing a letter or something like that, I love what the computer can do, because you can erase, you can copy, and not only that, you can check your spelling and all that kind of stuff. That's very helpful. But when you have to get ready to save it and put it into email or Gmail or .com or whatever, or go online to find out something, you have to buy something from Google or Amazon, I go nuts. You ought to be going nuts whenever I try to do that, because I always have to yell at you, hey, Emily, come in here and help me do this.
And then I trot from my office into his office,
and
it's not a problem. He just gets impatient with the details that one has to observe.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay, I'm ready.
I know that I've watched you come up with computers. I watched you since you were a great, fast 95 words a minute on a typewriter. Do you have any problems with computers?
I have a problem lately with Google and with YouTube, because they've updated more, and it's a little harder to see the screens. The screens are not as black and strong as they should be, I don't think.
Okay, now I'll tell you why I think both of us get very irritated with it. It's not just because they're changing the programs that we have to learn stuff, but we're being manipulated. They are trying to use us to buy products and do things.
And join this and join that.
That's right, and they use us for advertising. And it's very annoying when you have to try to use programs that you've been used to using in one way, and you know that you're being manipulated to use it another way for their purposes.
Well stated, John Cullum.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to buy you a new computer.
Wait a minute.
John had
Uh,
talked about getting an iPad, an iPod.
No. Well, yes.
What is
See,
that?
I can't even remember what they
The
are.
latest thing.
iPad, I think it was.
Anyway, I'm not going to buy you one.
You're not.
No, we're just going to stick with what we have, and I'll trot from my office into your office, and you'll strike keys and.
Well, I definitely, since I see what I look like when I do that, I'm definitely going to change my way of complaining.
You're a good guy. I like you.
Well,
I think we'll live happily ever after with the computers the way they are. Amen.
amen. We'll see you next week, okay? This is AI.R. See you next week.